Hey there, Marcus Hutzel here, and I wanted to do this quick video to talk about the Rode NTG-5, a shotgun mic from Rode, obviously, that I have, and I'm using it right here. I've owned it for a couple of years. I've been using it at my desk, generally with no problems, with my Zoom F3 field recorder, but I also have had problems using that microphone with the Zoom F3 field recorder, and I'll come back to that in just a sec. The reason I'm doing a video right now is because I recently got the Focusrite Vocaster 1, and I'm hearing problems with the microphone right now. And just to clarify, I don't hear them right this second, but if I just apply a little bit more gain, listen carefully, you can hear the RF interference, and I'm not clipping out the preamp. I will actually, if you give me a second, I will put up on screen the Mac OS system preferences so that you can see the level that I'm sending into the computer. So if we look over here at Mac OS system preferences, on the left I have the Vocaster hub just because I was playing with it earlier, but on the right here is the Mac OS system preferences. I'm on the sound tab on the left, on the input tab, Vocaster 1 USB. You can see the input down at the bottom. I'm not anywhere near clipping out, so I have the ability to still raise my gain if I need to, if I'm not going to be speaking this loudly. But if I just raise it up a little bit, well, number one, I can hear my cat snoring over there, but you can hear the immediate distortion with just a little bit of level. And I'm not clipping out the microphone because I'm speaking very quietly now. So something with the circuitry between the NTG-5 specifically and this Vocaster 1 and occasionally the Zoom F3 getting that RF interference. Now, the issue that I've had with the NTG-5 and the Zoom F3 really comes when I have two condenser mics plugged in and I have the Zoom F3's phantom power set to 48 volts. It's in that scenario, two condenser mics feeding out phantom power from this Zoom F3 to both, that I also experience or have experienced that RF interference with the NTG-5, while at the same time not hearing any problems with the other condenser mic that I have plugged in, whether it's this SE Electronics SE7 that's also boomed up here that you can't see, or any of my other small diaphragm condensers that I keep in this little drawer here. I don't have any problems with these other ones, be it this Audio-Technica or my AKG P170 right here. Don't have any problems with this mic and the Zoom F3 or any of those others. It's just the NTG-5 where I have heard that RF interference. And so I really haven't used the NTG-5 out and about. It pretty much stays here in my home studio and office. I use it for virtual meetings or recording a lot of my YouTube videos, but getting this Vocaster 1 and hearing this immediately is something I've contacted Rode about, and they said go ahead and send the microphone in. They'll check it out, and I guess I will do that and report back my findings whenever I get to sending that into Rode, and of course waiting on the time it takes to ship there, get it checked out and shipped back. So it may be a few weeks or months, and I will miss my microphone, but is what it is for now. Just a little bit of a heads up if you were looking to get that microphone and you have either the Zoom F3 or the Vocaster 1. I have not heard this problem with the Scarlett Solo or the 2i2 or even this Behringer UM2. I've used these in the past few days with the NTG-5 and haven't had any issues, never heard any problems. So something is weird between the Vocaster 1 and the NTG-5 and the Zoom F3 and the NTG-5. Now, this RF interference, or this potential RF interference problem, was a potentially known issue with any microphone made of aluminum. I think that has something to do with how it can or cannot pick up RF interference. And I think with Rode specifically, with the NTG-5 specifically, that is, that there were certain production batches that had more of a problem than other production batches. And it seems like I probably got one that was in that production batch that does pick up that RF interference with certain interfaces like my Zoom F3 or apparently the Focusrite Vocaster 1. So wish me and Rode luck, and I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.